What is up, folks? And we are live. So, the whole market is tanking. The only question is how much more do we have to go? So, I don't want to do those I told you so videos because I think before based on my last live stream, I just said, look, the market isn't sustainable. So there were a lot of Twitter folks always saying that this time it's different. Willy Woo also mentioned that wow, there's still a lot of upside more to go. Actually, there's a BTC is actually supposed to be valued at 100,000. That's all good. In all honesty, I guess eventually it'll get there. But I think a lot of people were just overly optimistic, and the last episode was everybody's a genius in a bull market. But I was always on the contrarian side. I'm always very happy to see people making money. And at the same time, I did mention, look, if we are all, anyway, this is what we did. All our long-term positions that were built last year, the year before, we were all taking profit. Either taking out the capital, allowing the profit to roll, and eventually when we looked at certain things, we decided to take profit completely, exit the position. Trades that were done very late, for example, end of December, beginning of January, whenever there was a 20-30%, even 40% gain, we'd take the profit. We wouldn't want to gamble and hold, because based on the speed that the altcoin market was moving, I just said that yes, could we potentially double, triple, or whatever? But based on the fact that we were not holding very deep in the money positions, because these were trades and not long-term positions that we were building, we were already very, very fortunate to make that 20-30% to even 40% on certain trades, even 50%. So these are things that logically, right, if you make so much money in such a short time frame, we're talking less than 2 weeks, guys. This is today is the only the today is only the 22nd of January, guys. Only 22nd of January, not even 1 month. And a lot of people who have been trading, putting money into the market, whether is it in DeFi, smart contract platforms, privacy coins, trading Bitcoin alone, trading Ethereum, have already made a shit ton of money. But you know what? People get greedy because they put very little in the market at the beginning because they're unsure or they're very inexperienced. They put in very little. Then as the market continues to trend up, what it does is that it convinces you that this is sustainable, which it wasn't, right? It wasn't. And it's repeating itself again. This time we actually broke the 4 hour moving averages, the 50-day, the 100-day are more or less going to be tested. I think 50-day is already broken on the 4 hours already as of now as we speak. And at the same time, if you're looking at the charts, right, this sharp drop is one of many that will happen. Sure, are there going to be technical bounces? Definitely. But I do anticipate further blood, and I was desperately getting all my guys to get into cash. Whether is it USDC, whether is it USDT, or just plain cash back to fiat, it didn't matter because we have had a good run. Okay, I repeat myself. We have had a good run, guys. It's like I think a lot of people never ever listen to the boring stuff that I say, right? Because yeah, like there's so much opportunities for margin trading. There's so much opportunities. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I already mentioned, firstly, if you want to stay in the game, I think it's always best to first focus on managing your capital. If you're able to manage your capital properly, right, you will be able to ease into your positions. So what does that mean? You're able to buy into each position at small ticket sizes. Say, for example, you're coming in with $10,000. You don't put in $1,000 into a single position hoping that it will double or triple or at least make a very quick return. Okay, and I totally understand. It's very small, right? If I'm going to only make let's say the anticipation is 30%. 30% on $1,000 is like, what, $300. If I was to do $10,000, then it makes more sense because I can make $3,000 on my 10. Now, the flip side is, what if the market turns like that it did today and you lost 20% overnight? That means from 10,000, you lost $2,000 overnight. Are you able to stomach that $2,000 loss? Okay, if you are, or you have more capital waiting at the sidelines, and $10,000 in fact is only 1% or even less than 1% of your overall liquid cash, go ahead, because you're testing out and you are someone who maybe is of that caliber. But most people, right, don't even have $10,000 in their bank account sitting and waiting and being ready. They're not ready, guys. So that's what puzzles me, right? I totally get and understand that it's a very exciting market, right? When there's so much excitement in the market, right, nobody really listens to sane, logical advice. The second thing I did mention, no margin. Okay? And when I mean no margin, I mean no margin, meaning that not even 3x. Do you know that today, imagine just today's movement, okay? Altcoins are bleeding like nobody's business. So a 3x, right, will easily let you lose 60% of your stack. And when you lose 60% of your stack, right, you're very close to your margin call and potentially liquidation. So if you had done maybe 1x, like you're extremely conservative, you did 1x, which I kind of like. I know that there are very experienced folks who do 1x. Okay, that means they're just lending additional a little bit on top. Okay, just basically one time more. So say it's 2x actually. Sorry, that's 2x. Even then, right? Even then, though the liquidation price is very, very far away, right? These kind of movements are going to cause you a lot of nerve-wracking experiences. So I just feel that just don't do it, right? Just don't do margin at all. Keep it simple for yourself. There's no shame, guys, in taking profit. That's the third thing I want to highlight. Take profit constantly, especially when movements are parabolic and you don't take profit. I think people never ever learn. Like literally, people will always keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. So like right now, if you see the whole space now is like, look, we were looking at this symmetrical triangle, right? Whether it will just continue to hold. If it continues to hold, it'll be great for altcoins. But if it decided to break, right? If it decided to just break, which it finally did, and of course naturally there are certain possible support levels here, right? At the 30k, because 30k is a psychological level. Now, if we continue to break downwards, I think I've showed everyone this chart before, that by right this should be the zone that we want to take note of, which is, well, the 20k mark, which leaves us at least 11,000 more to go, right? And this is where, okay, BTC hopefully will stabilize and it will be on track for its longer term growth channel, you know. But this is clearly parabolic, and now seeing all these sell downs, it was like bound to happen. It was like bound to happen, guys. So to me, I'm just sitting in USDT or cash, and I know there's a lot of FUD on USDT, but that FUD to me is eventually gonna pass. Okay, yes, there are alternatives. If you prefer USDC, go ahead. If USDC is the thing that's available to you, go ahead. But you know, to me, I'm just keeping everything very, very simple. Then of course, naturally, there's a whole bulk that went to cash, that's just sitting in the bank account, just doing nothing at the moment, just waiting for opportunities. I think right now is just being more patient, right? And I mean, guys, this is like almost the same as 2018. Okay, the next thing I wanted to highlight is that there is a shift of money to other markets. So a lot of people are locking in their gains from BTC and moving it into other markets as we speak. Okay, this is something that is quite a common sense move, especially for very savvy investors who have had their portfolios built for the past since 2018, 2019, 2020, and then obviously right now it's time to cash out. Very normal. Okay, very normal. So right now the game is to wait and rebuild the position again. So we definitely are going to rebuild our altcoin positions. We are definitely going to rebuild our Ethereum positions, but we're going to take it nice and slow. Okay, so I guess, guys, there's really nothing much to say. Everything was pretty straightforward from the very beginning. If folks who were in the private group, they have already cashed out, they were already sitting nice and tight, minimum 50% cash, minimum. I said minimum 50% cash, and then everything else is all free roll market money already. So we don't give a shit whatever happens now. The only thing is the time frame for us to start rebuilding. That is the most key thing. So guys, like I said, this is something that was pretty straightforward. Nothing more I need to say. Take care. Just follow the 3 things that I mentioned. Manage your trading size, no margin, and at the same time take profit when things go parabolic. Anyway, thank you for watching the live stream. Pretty straightforward, guys. Pretty happy for those who took profit. Congratulations to all the members. Congratulations to those who were watching the video and actually took the advice from the very beginning to take profit. You're smart. For the rest of you guys, I hope it's a learning lesson for you. Make sure you start looking and doing the right thing, okay? And at the same time, is there still opportunity? Definitely. Okay, definitely. If this cycle is going to continue another round, right, and we had to repeat the 2018, 2019, 2020, at least we already know what to do. It's all about just learning and being more disciplined, right? And not allowing the euphoria and all the shit that people are talking about out there to influence your thinking. Proper risk management is always the key. Making money is obviously the objective, but risk management is actually the primary objective that you should adhere to for managing your portfolio. Not being like some kind of gunslinging idiot, right, that goes into the bar and thinks that, wow, you know, we are on top of the world and this whole run is not going to stop. I don't think I have to mention much more right now. It's just a matter of how much more we drop and where we stabilize. Once we start stabilizing, we see the time frames are a little bit more the levels are more sustainable. That's when we start gradually reallocating whatever that's sitting in USDT or USDC back into the market. Simple, very straightforward. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next live stream.